Hi friends, welcome to Tech Tutorials in Telugu by Teja. In this channel, we are going to learn about Linux, Windows, VMware, and cloud computing platforms. Please do support by subscribing. Now, let's get into today's topic.
Hi friends, in this video we are going to see how to configure Windows File Server share along with security permissions, like how we are going to apply security permissions on the shares which we are going to create. See, to execute the lab we need two servers, like two VMs we can say. One is for the server, another one for the client to check the output whatever the configuration we make on the server. See, coming to our lab, we are going to use these two VMs. I just configured the two VMs on the VMware workstations. You can see both the VMs are running on the VMware workstation, and I have taken both the machines into RDP, and I have wrote the simple steps what all we are going to do. See, to explain you in brief, we are going to create a file shares, and we are going to just install the role like file server role, and then we need to create the shares. After creation of the shares, we are going to create few security groups on which we are going to apply the permissions. Okay, this is the lab in brief. After applying all the things, we are going to check the output through client mission. See, for that, firstly what we are going to do, we are going to follow these steps whatever I have mentioned over here. Let us go step by step. See, firstly, what we are doing, check the file server role installed on the server or not. So as I already mentioned over here, see, this is our server IP. 1.10 is the server and 1.30 is the client. So we are going to log into the server. I have already taken into RDP. See, this is our server mission. How to check whether the file server role installed on the server or not? Just go to server manager, go to manage, add roles and features. Click next, role-based installation, and select the server. This is the same server I'm going to install the roles. Click next, and you can choose the file and storage services over here. You can see this is already checked. In this, expand the file and iSCSI services. You can see the files over here, right? If this particular role is previously not installed, what you have to do, you have to check this one and click next. See, for now, by we have executed few labs, right? In that we might have selected this option. That's the reason it is already installed on our server. Okay, you can ignore this for now. What you have to do in your, if your this particular role is not installed on your server, you need to check this and click next, and you have to click next and finish. Right now, this is role is already installed. I'm just closing this window. I hope you got the point, friends. See, secondly, what we are going to do, let us check how many drives are there in our server firstly. It contains two drives, I guess. Yeah, this is the C drive, and other one is for the backup disk. I have a D drive is there, right? This we have used for a previous lab for configuring the image backup. Right now, we are going to create a share on this backup. So I'm going to use D. Here, I'm going to create a folder. Okay. What the folder name? You can hit Control Shift N for the new folder, or else you can right click, go to new, and create a folder over here. Anyway, you can create. I have created a folder. I'm going to rename it as shares. Okay. One folder I have created. There is no data in this folder. I have created a folder called shares. So right now we are going to edit the permission of the shares. Okay. You can see the points what all we have mentioned over here. File server role already installed. See, second drive already present in our VM, so not required. So I haven't created anything new. And create a share files. I have created the share folder. Okay. In this folder, you have to give few permissions. Right click, go to properties, go to sharing, advanced sharing. Here, share this folder. Okay. And give permissions. Come to permissions. And by default, it will be choose everyone as a read permission. You make everyone as a full control over here. Okay. Click apply and OK. Now what we have done, we have created a folder. For that folder, we have given permission. With full permission, we have given to everyone to make changes. Here you can see. This is the change we have made right now. Click OK, click close. So till the creation of the folder is completed, we are good with it. Well, now you go inside the folder and create a couple of folders what you want to. For example, in my company, we are having the HR department. For that, I'm going to create a one folder, and the other one is IT department. For that, it's dedicated share, and the other one is the accounts. For our lab, I'm just taking three shares as a reference. Okay, you can take any. For example, you can take marketing also. Okay, in this way, we had a different departments in our company. So for each department, I have created a single folder. Till here, the experiment will be a bit similar. Like whatever the departments you had, you can create the shares accordingly, friends. From now, you have to go to the third step here. What we have mentioned. Now create a new OU. Where we create the OU in the Active Directory. So I'm going to log into the server. This is the same server I'm just using for the AD also. So to create a new OU, what we need to do, go to run command, just type dsa.msc. This opens up the users and computers wizard. In that, let us see. See, the users and computers wizard is got opened here, right? You can see dedicatedly, if you create a OU, all the security group which are related to the file shares, those will be moved to that particular OU. So the management will be a bit easy, right? That's the purpose. I'm just going to create a new OU over here. Right click, new. Here we need to choose the organization unit. This we can name it as shared folders OU. You can mention OU or can no need to mention the OU also. Okay, shared folders related OU. When you click OK, a new OU will be created. This is the new OU which we got created right now. See, after creation of the OU, you have to create multiple, like you can say, security groups. Firstly, what we are going to do, I'm going to right click on this, create new security group. You can choose security group over here. Here it is. Group a security group. What the security group is, firstly, we are going to create a group to manage the file shares. So for easy purpose, as per my company standards, I'm going to use SF. SF is nothing but the file share administration. Administration. Yeah, this is a security group. Okay, I'm going to click OK. After creation of the group, we need to add members, right? Who is the members of this group? I'm going to add what I will do. Just I will give the domain admins. Who are the domain admins are there, right? See, by default, the domain admins will be part of this group. Okay, click OK. So I have created a security group for only administration the file servers. Firstly, the security group will be. Okay, now I'm going to create 4 more security groups. Right click, create new group over here. This group is for file share fs hyphen. We have created 4 folders, I guess, right? One is for accounts. So this will be for accounts security group. Similarly, I'm going to create for IT sf-it, and last one is for marketing sf-. See what all the folders we have created. Firstly, let us check it. Accordingly, let's create a security group. Accounts, HR, IT, marketing. Here we have created accounts, IT, marketing. The HR is missing, right? I'm going to create a new folder, new security group for HR as well. Okay, fine. See, like this, we need to create the file share security groups for each and every department. If you had 10 departments, you need to create 10 security groups. Hope you got till here. We have added groups, right? In this, we need to give add user. For example, so and so person is related to the accounts. Then that account need to be added in account department. For example, few persons are related to IT. Here, what I'm going to do. I am going to add few users over here. Already I am having a users called Murali. I'm going to add to this IT department, and one more is Pawan. He is also from IT department, for example. See, like this, we are going to add a members to this IT department. In the same way, we can add users to the HR as well. How we need to open the HR security group, add members. Here you need to choose user one, for example. I had a user one in my AD. See, the user one is related to the HR department. So I have added to the HR security group. In the same way, we can add whoever the members of this particular department. Accordingly, you can go and add in your domain, right? In your security groups like this, in this way. For example, some people related to marketing, you can add marketing guy, you can give the marketing related, you can add to the marketing group. Hope you got the point what I mean. We need to come to the shares over here, what all shares we are having. In this previously what we have given permission to each and everyone. You can see. Come to security permissions, go to advanced. Here by default, this share is having this is the full control to system creator, administrator, and all the stuff, right? So for this file share, what we are going to do, we are going to we are going to change these permissions. What all earlier is there, right? How we are going to change? We are going to change the membership. Firstly, owner of this file share, whom we are going to keep the owner SF-administrator. So we are going to change the security group who is having the administrator. This is having the administrator permissions. And after that, we are going to disable the inheritance. So disable the inheritance, convert into explicit. And after that, what we are going to do, we are going to remove all the users from here. Administrators, everyone, remove. Don't remove systems, except system, you remove who are having over here. Who are the users, you can remove everything except systems. Once you are done till here, what you need to do is after removing everyone, we need to add few users over here. Firstly, we are going to add a user SF administrators group. That is the security group which we have created for the administration purpose. I'm going to add this and we are going to give full permissions on this and click OK. And the other one we are going to add, whom we are going to add, we are going to add domain users. Add select principal domain user. Select domain users, click OK, and just give read and execute permissions only. And if you go to show advanced permissions, you can see what domain user can see do. Just he can read the attribute, list the attributes and read the data and read permissions only till here. So he can't delete it, he can't delete subfolders, he can't take the permissions, he can't take the ownership also. Okay, so no, like except administrators, no one can change the structure of the file shares which we are going to create. Okay, for that purpose we are making these changes, friends. So click OK, and finally you can see whom all added over here. One is system, one is the administrators, another one is the domain users with the read and execute permissions, and we have changed the ownership also. Okay, this is what we are going to do. Click apply, click yes, click OK, and click OK, and click OK. Till here we have completed the permissions, or like what are the changes to be done on the main share folder. Okay, once after completion till here, what you need to do, you need to log off and log in back to make the changes what all we have made, right? To get it applied, what we need to do is just log off to the server, and sign in back again. So I'm going to sign in back to the same server with administrator. Okay, so I have logged in back. After logging back, you can see here, go to the share which we have created. This is on the D drive. On the shares, you can see the permissions, whether those has been applied properly or not. You can check here. See, system having full permissions, administrator having full permissions, domain users having read and execute permissions. Well and good. After going to the shares, after completion till here, you need to make changes on the subfolders here. HR, IT, accounts, marketing, the one we have created, right? We need to change the permissions on the shares. See friends, after going inside the shares, you have multiple folders over here, right? See, you have to make changes to the each and every folder over here. So I'm going to make changes in any of the one. You can make, but in the real time, you need to make changes to all the folders with the same sort of thing. How we need to do, go, right click on the any of the folder, go to properties, go to security, and go to advanced security. Firstly, whom we need to change. For example, if you owner is not the SF-administrator, you need to change the ownership to SF-administration group. Okay, and the other one is disable the inheritance. Already the inheritance has been disabled. Okay, and the last one, what we need to do, you need to remove each and every permissions from here. Okay, okay, you need to remove each and every permissions over here except systems and administration. Okay, I'm going to delete each and every user. I'm going to delete this one, creator, user, except system. So from here, what you need to do, I'm going to add SF hyphen sorry, yeah, SF hyphen administrators with full permissions, and the other user is, this is the HR folder, right? SF hyphen HR with special permissions. What the special permissions you need to select here? Go to advanced. You can choose anything. First of all, you can clear everything. You can give the following format, like trans, create, list, folder. All these things can be given. It's not a problem. Create files, create folders, and read attribute. Except delete, you can give everything, friends. Okay. For example, if you apply everything and you just uncheck full control, as well as delete, as well as change permissions, as well as take ownership. Except this four, you can give anything because user need to edit the files, read the data and create the new data, but he should not able to delete the structure what we have created. So he cannot create the base folder. Okay, he cannot change the permission. He cannot take the ownership. The only changes we are making. See, you need to make in the same way. Click OK. Now you can see SF-HR have the special permissions. Apart from that, system is having full control, administrator group is having full control, SF-administrator security group is having special permissions. Okay, this is the same format you need to make changes to each and every folder, friends. Okay, yeah, click apply, click OK. Now I have made changes to the HR department, even though I'm going to do the same with the IT as well, and marketing and accounts also. Same thing you need to do. First of all, go to security, go to advanced. Ownership is SF-administrator. System is having full control. Administrator is group is having full control. Remove the domain users and add select SF-IT with the special permissions. What are the special permissions? Uncheck full control. He cannot delete. He cannot change permissions. He cannot take ownership. That's it. Yeah, inheritance also disabled. Apply. Okay. Okay. And same changes to the marketing also. So now if you can see, friends, here I'm going to choose show you for each and every folder. Here marketing department special permissions are there. Here IT department special permissions are there. You can see here IT department. In the same way, each and every folder for that particular security group, we have given the special permissions. You can see here special permission. See, till here we have completed the major task, like giving the permissions to the security, like applying file level permission to the security groups. Those step 6 has been completed. Let's go and check the other step what we have wrote over here. See, apply permission to individual share folders also completed. Now create a map drive through GPO. Yeah, we need to create a group policy object for mapping this particular share drive to each and every user. We cannot go to each and every user and map the drive. Okay, for that the reason we are going to create a group policy object. Go log into the server, open run command. gpmc.msc group policy management console. This opens up the group policy management gpmc.msc. In this, if you come to the group policy object, there is no folder, no policy for mapping the drives. Okay, right now I'm going to create a new policy with name map drives. Okay, click OK. A dummy policy has been created over here, map drives. After creating a policy, just we have created a policy here. We haven't created any name or nothing over here, right? Now I'm going to create a edit the policy here. Right click, edit the policy, what are we have created. Yeah, after editing, we are going to apply it to the user configuration. So expand policies, not policies, I think preferences, Windows settings, drive maps. Here there is no mappings are there, right? You need to create a new map over here. New. Here after creating, there will be an option, right? Map drives. Choose map drives. Here we need to give the location, which location the existing map drives are there, like that. So this is the same server, right? We have created the shares. See how to know this particular share path means you can do next two steps. See, go to the shares which I have created over here. Here, right? Come to shares folder, right click, properties, sharing. See here you can see the path, network path. This is the path we need to give over there because we have created all the shares inside the shares folder, right? So inside the shares folder, we have created all the required shares. So we need to take this path. So copy the path, go to the policy. Yeah, this is the policy. Right click, map drives. Yeah, here it is open. You need to give the path over here. See, once path has been given, we need to make few changes like reconnect and check this one, label as shares. If not, you can make it as share drive. If not, you can do anything, make it simple as shares. Yeah, you can use reconnect option we have chosen, and we can use any of the drive letter over here. I am going to use drive letter S. So for each and every user, drive letter S so is related to somewhat related to the shares, right? That's the reason I have chosen S over here. Choose yes. The drive will be mapped as a S drive over here. Click apply and click OK. See, now the policy has been created. After creation of the policy, we need to apply the policy somewhere. Okay, how we need to apply? Click OK. Now this policy has been created, but this policy haven't mapped anywhere. So I'm going to map this policy on the complete domain because each and every user want this, right? So what I will do, I'll click here, right click on the domain, link an existing GPO, choose the policy, whatever we have created. Okay. See, this policy has been applied on the domain level. See, map drives. Once after creation of the policy, what you need to do is go to the client mission. see we have logged in with the user Pavan on this particular client machine, and we're going to open the file explorer over here. See, here you can see shares. I haven't made any changes right now. I just logged off and logged in as user. You can see the share drive has been mapped. Here, this Pavan user having permissions only to the IT department. Let's try to open accounts. See, it shows the error. The same way, let's try to open HR. See, it shows the error. Now let's try to open IT. See, in IT there is no data. I'm going to create some data on it. See, this is the way we need to create a share file shares our. Okay. This is all about in marketing also he don't have the permissions. So what all the user is having the permissions, just he can only open that folders only. Okay, that drives, or we can say that folders only. What all users is don't have the permissions, that option will show as denied. And if the user try to delete the share, for example, see I'm trying to delete it. So you need permission to perform the action, you can say. See, you require permissions from whom? Who is having the ownership permissions to make changes to the folder? Who is having the ownership permissions? Domain administrator is having the ownership of this folder. I hope you got the lab, friends. This is very important in the real time. Most of the cases in my experience I have seen in the multiple companies. See, file share is the basic thing. Most of them they'll be using the SMB shares and all those stuff. If you want to create from Windows file server, right? This is the procedure we need to make. Like if might be having 20 departments, you create the 20 folders and give permissions as we discussed, right? So it will be more reliable and more easy to manage also, friends. See, I'm going into the page where we have made the change. Yeah, we have verification is also completed from the client computers. Got it? Firstly, I'm just repeating the steps, friends. We are going to create the file server role. After that, we are going to create a share drive. Inside the shared folder, we are going to create multiple shared folders for each and every department. After that, we are going to create a OU. In that particular OU, we are going to create few security group for which we have created the different folders, right? Accordingly, we are going to create the security groups. And we need to make changes firstly to where we need to make changes to the file share, main share folder. After that, we are going to apply permissions to each and every folder. Okay. Once after completion of everything, we are going to we are going to create a group policy for a map drive. Once map drive has been completed, we are going to log into the client mission and verify the like whether our practical lab is going to execute or not. This is all about the lab today, friends. Friends, try to practice a couple of times because it is a real-time scenario I have faced. Okay, you need to practice hard, and these steps, like each and every step is a lab you can consider like that. Because see, you'll get a ticket for creation of the VOU, you get ticket for creation of security groups, you get creation of the group policy object, you get tickets for providing the file share access. So each and every step which I have mentioned over here, you can treat it as a lab. So please do execute the lab. Okay, this might be helpful for your profile. Thank you, friends. Have a nice day.